Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today we're looking at a type of sovereign citizen we don't encounter very often, known as an Israelite. Much like the Moorish American sovereign citizen movement, Israelites believe their people predate the American justice system, and therefore claim that judges and prosecutors have no jurisdiction over them. Today's judge, however, isn't having any of it. So let's get into it.
Did you want to handle that case right now, Judge Najee Goodman? Mr. Bowditch has spoke to him.
Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on Goodman?
Well, Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Goodman. Mr. Goodman asked me to tell you that the prosecutor in this case has no power of attorney over him. He's an Israelite. There's no grounds under the bar code this matter should be dismissed. I believe he may want to represent himself.
Naturally, he wants to represent himself, since his legal arguments have absolutely no foundation in actual law.
You may ask for some clarification if you talk to Mr. Goodman, but that's what he told me to tell you.
Thank you. Mr. Goodman, are you requesting that you represent yourself on this matter? You're muted, Mr. Goodman.
What I'm saying is, nobody has power of attorney law over me through the barcode. I'm the beneficiary. My name is not those capital letters, so I'm an Israelite in the 12 tribes. So what I'm saying is I'm representing myself. That's all that needs to be said, because that's what the law is. I got common law jurisdiction. It's a non-violent crime. So I push for it to be dismissed under the barcode.
It's not going to be dismissed today. So simple question, are you representing yourself from this point forward? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm counseling myself.
All right, Mr. Bowditch, you're out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You got to appreciate how his attorney, Mr. Bowditch, calmly thanks the judge for stepping aside and letting him walk away from what can only be described as a complete legal disaster in the making.
I said, are you planning on filing a motion, or would you like to set this case for trial?
I'm planning on filing a motion to dismissal because there's no grounds or no standing over my case, because nobody has power of attorney law to hear me, to even take this process even further. You got to prove that first. You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me to hear this matter.
Okay,
I'm an Israelite.
You're saying, but you don't know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about. You don't have power of attorney law. The prosecutor don't have power of attorney law. You don't have power of attorney law. It's under the barcode.
Mr. Goodman, please do not interrupt me. I'm trying to be polite.
Okay, it's under the barcode though. This is what you signed up to do. You're a public servant. So
Right, unless you are a price on a can of beans, we don't need a barcode.
Ha! Got him!
Yes, I am. I'm a human being. I'm not a deity. I'm a human being. I'm a living man. I'm a living being. I'm not no cargo. I'm not none of that. It's under the barcode. This is the real law.
Come
You
here.
have no standing or no ground.
Mr. Goodman, I'm going to give you a date for your motion.
I'm only here to claim cohesion.
Pardon me?
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. Do you agree?
I can't understand what you're saying. I think you're too close to your mic.
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. Do you agree?
I can't understand you, so no, I don't agree. I hear you're something
Okay,
all the time.
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. I want all my rights intact to me at all times.
This is a rare case where someone's courtroom behavior raises more questions than the charges themselves.
All right, I can't understand you.
Okay.
Are you still living on border? Are you still living on border? Mr. Goodman, are you still living on border?
Ashley, keep yourself muted, please. Your child keeps crying. Thank you.
No, I live somewhere else. I moved.
All right, can you give me that address, please?
I stay in hotel rooms from time to time because I don't have no house right now. So I've been playing a hotel room.
Geographically, where are you at today?
Detroit, Michigan.
All right. So my next pretrial date is when, Heather?
It is March 8th.
All right. So Mr. Goodman, I'm going to give you a date on March 8th to file a motion. You file a motion, we'll hear it on March 8th. That's going to be in person.
Motion for dismissal?
Whatever you want to file a motion. You said you wanted to file a motion. So I'm giving you a hearing date for your motion.
What time?
We'll schedule that at 10 a.m. and this is going to be live. No Zoom.
All right.
Having trouble
All right. I
with the
want
audio.
all my rights to text me all the time.
Pardon
I'm
me?
only here to create confusion.
Here's a thought. If you weren't so fixated on things that make no sense, you might be able to focus on what actually matters in a court of law.
I just want all my rights to text me all the time. And everybody just got to prove that they got power to tell me
Hold on a
that.
minute. You got to slow down because you're talking so fast I can't understand you. I keep hearing all time, but that's all I'm getting.
Okay, what I'm saying is for the dismissal, I'm about to put it in today. You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. I'm going to have to sue the courthouse for 100-fold.
Mr. Goodman, I don't have to prove a damn thing to you, sir. If you're here on the
You got to
eighth, we'll
prove
listen to your motion.
you got to
If you're
prove
not
that you
here on
got
the
power of
eighth,
attorney law over me. You don't have power. I don't care what you're talking about.
Attorney over you, Mr. Goodman. Listen
Yes,
to
you
me.
do. You need power of attorney law to talk to me. You ain't got no ground. You ain't no standing. You ain't got no ground to understand it. I got the affidavit of truth right here. I got authenticate birth certificate. I got a letter of intent over here right now. I broke all my contracts with the government. I'm not those capital letters. I'm with the 12 tribes of Israel. My name is Israel. I'm an Israelite. I'm with the 12 tribes of Israel. You don't got no power of attorney law over me. I'm pushing for dismissal. I'm suing your courthouse for 100-fold.
Threatening a judge, a prosecutor, or a courthouse has a 0% success rate. And yet, here we are. The judge ordered him to appear in person at his next hearing. And predictably, he didn't show. So his next court date took place exactly where it should have, behind bars, given that this individual had a domestic violence charge on his record.
422.
Try it again, counsel. I'm sorry.
Good morning, Your Honor. Patricia Manning for the people, P84088.
All right. And Mr. Goodman, can you hear us okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Ms. Murphy, what are we doing on these files?
Judge, it's my understanding that Mr. Goodman has an appointment at the Forensic Center on January 31st. As Your Honor knows, he has pending cases in Frank Murphy. He went before Judge Michael Callahan yesterday. He was, his bond was reinstated with a tether. I believe Your Honor has put a 250, 10% bond on Mr. Goodman. You know, Your Honor, that I'm going to ask you to reduce that bond to something affordable.
All right, so I've got two files. One file's got that 250, 10% with a GPS tether. That would be the February 5, 2022 incident date. And then the other file, which is the misdemeanor file from May 10, 2019, he's just on a personal on that one with a GPS tether.
Right, and you know, Your Honor, that I don't represent him on the DV.
Right. But he finally does have a date for a forensic exam?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right. So you just want to adjourn the PCC?
Yes, Judge. And ask for a reduction in bond.
Thank you. And Mr. Goodman, have you talked to an attorney on the domestic violence case, or are you representing yourself on that one?
I have nobody to represent me. I think it was Langford or something was supposed to be my attorney. I'm not sure how it went south.
Okay. All right, counsel, go ahead and make your bond argument. But before you do, just so we're all on the same page, my notes say it's $25,000, 10%, no contact with complaining victim, and GPS tether. Is that your understanding?
So, Judge, I thought it was $250,000, 10%,
I don't know
$25,000.
what I just said, but
Oh,
my file says 250. Well, yeah, 250,000, 10%. Correct.
so, Judge, I mean, obviously that's unaffordable. Mr. Goodman is not a man of means.
At this point, calling the defendant feels generous. He's behaving more like a toddler throwing a courtroom tantrum. I'll let the rest play out from here, which includes the public defender and prosecutor making arguments for a bond reduction, followed by the judge's very satisfying response.
He and his significant other just acquired new housing, Your Honor. They have a baby. Mr. Goodman needs to be there to assist with childcare responsibilities because both of them were working before Mr. Goodman was taken into custody. I know we've had some issues, Your Honor, with appearing in court. But Mr. Goodman has had transportation issues with respect to getting to the forensic center, and that was his issue. Judge. The tether violation was simply a malfunction of equipment. So I would ask Your Honor to, and since they do not have means, Your Honor, I would ask Your Honor to reduce I'm asking Your Honor for a personal with the tether.
Response. And counsel, you don't have to jump up to talk to me. I know it's instinctive, but it's okay if you don't.
Thank you, Your Honor. It is instinctive. Your Honor, in this case, he is before us for a misdemeanor DV. I understand he does have some pending felonies. I understand he's on a GPS tether for the felonies. I believe at this time, the most important thing is that he remain on, or that if he is released, he remains on a GPS tether. So in this case, I would not object to a personal bond.
All right. Ms. Murphy, unfortunately, this is one of those situations where I don't care what the parties think, because I've got a long history. This building's got a long history with Mr. Goodman not showing